Hello everybody and welcome to Romanceful's Tarot. I'm about to begin here with a reading. Now, this is a general reading, so it might not resonate with everybody. It really is important that you please do take whatever does resonate with you and please just leave the rest of it aside. Now, if you do have any questions, you would like to contact me, please do so. You can find all of my information right below into the YouTube description box. So contact list of readings, whatever you need is right there. Also, if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please do take a brief moment of your time to click onto the subscribe button to show your support to the channel and to myself, and it is always and greatly appreciated, and I do thank you so very much. So with no further ado, I would like to begin actually by thanking every single one of you. I thank you for being there. I thank you for commenting. I thank you for participating into the channel. I love reading your remarks, your comments. Thank you for being there. And I would also like to thank all of the subscribers who have so generously donated to the channel. A great thank you. Also very grateful. So with no further ado, let's begin this reading. Now, these are Witch's Spirit messages for you. So I do have 5 of them. We're going to turn them over. And please do take, whatever does resonate with you as usual. So we have the Empress, we have the Judgment, we have the 3 of Swords, I have the King of Cups, and I also have the Page of Wands. I'm going to go within each one of these cards because there is different layers to each one of these messages. So maybe one of these layers is good for you and not the other. But as an overall feeling energy that is going on, I have to say that this reading with these witches is all about, I have to say there's a lot of, I feel like there's heartache. I feel like this is about, it's all about the cups. It's all about the emotions. I feel like in a relationship here, something is not quite going right. Okay, so let's go and see. Let's start over here. The Empress is really all about taking care of yourself. This is about nurturing. It's about taking care of yourself, abundance. This is about the female power. It's about the divine feminine, which is in all of us. May you be a man or a woman, of course. So, the Empress is really that personification of growth and of possibility. So it's a positive card. With this message by your side here given by Spirit, you can achieve absolutely everything. So please do remember that. The Empress is a reminder to embrace growth and abundance and your own feminine power. Now the Empress is saying yes. Okay, yes to life, yes to live, to have the abundance, to have whatever is good within your life. So are you saying yes also? Do you want the very best for you? And what are you growing in the garden that is of your life? Very important. Are you nurturing yourself and your endeavors? Because the Empress may represent you, could also represent a very strong woman who is somebody around you, a role model, somebody who's very strong, who wants to give you that nurturing energy. So it could also, I do have to say, this is not for everybody, but this message could mean that you, if you are a woman, this could mean a pregnancy also. So we're going to move on over now to the Judgment, and the Judgment over here. Here we are. Now, the Judgment. This is about where your path has led you and where it's actually going to lead you. And this is all about, okay, here we go again, because life is all about cycles. Life is everything, going round and round and round. So what we want here to know is that the Judgment card is we often see these 2 little, angels and the big trumpet coming off the sky and this judgment upon what you have done. But here, this is different. These are spirit messages coming from witches. The Judgment is often perceived as something that's ominous. It's due to traditional pictures, if you want. What isn't clear here is that this call is less about being judged, okay, by someone else, but it's more about taking a look at your own life and finding it unsatisfactory. So this is about following some music that only you can hear, playing songs as you move happily down the path towards your rebirth. This is about a renewal for you. It's about letting go. This is about trying to be light of heart. As you can see here, she's just kind of dancing around to her music, being light of heart and feet, because this is about putting down any old grudges and hurts that were simply dragging you down but are no longer. So this is about how joy is finally going to come into your life, okay? Because this is the way that you are meant to be living. So please try to consider, are you following your own music or dancing to somebody else's tune right now? Because this message here by Spirit is really trying to remind us to listen to our own inner wisdom. It could also be suggesting that maybe you're judging yourself too harshly. Maybe even you're taking somebody else's judgment a little bit too hard, a little bit too much at heart. This message is showing up in your reading for a great reason, okay? So it may be an indication that it's time to let go of the old, embrace the new. It's a rebirth, it's a renewal that is awaiting if you are willing, though, to go down that path, okay? If you're willing to go down that path, that renewal is there for you. Talking about renewal, talking about new paths, let's talk about this one here. Okay, this one is a game changer within the whole reading here. We have the Three of Swords, and this is about a heartbreak. Sometimes heartbreaks is just simply unavoidable. There's nothing you can do about it. The least that you can do is really learn from it. So the Three of Swords is just one of those cards it's usually negative news. This is an indication of a hurt or a heartbreak. And it's often brought about by poor communication, I have to say. Sometimes also it's just by plain malice, just not very nice. This could be signifying betrayal or simply a broken heart. Either way, all that can be done right now to pick up those pieces is to try and learn something from the situation so that you never really end up back there again. So please try to consider, is this either from the past, okay? Is this from the past and you need to let it go over here? A heartbreak that's influencing you and how you view the world today? Or is it something that is going to be coming? Okay, if it's something that is going to be coming your way, well, are you holding back maybe from trusting others? Maybe the situation that you're in right now, this relationship or the situation can be repaired with better communication because, as I said, this is often due to a lack of communication. But it might not. So if not, what can you learn from it? This is about learning how to act to prevent the crisis and not just run away from it, because then it just kind of, laggers with you and stays with you and you can't really get rid of it. That being said, I do feel like I do have the culprit right over here of the heartbreak that's going on. Maybe a he or she. Here it's depicted as being the king. Now the king represents somebody who is very powerful, okay? They know what they want. They do keep a little bit of an emotional distance, okay, no matter what the relationship is, but this person can be very loving, can be very supportive. They could get really, really involved, but also, they could be a little bit, how could I say? It could become quite complicated with this king, okay? The king here is all about, maybe it's time to take a good look closer at your interactions with others. Are you willing to help out as long as you don't have to get too close? Is this what's going on into your relationship? This is about holding, your heart a little bit too safe, and maybe it's just time to leave that island and to come and join the rest of the world. So are you holding back from fears within this relationship, or is the other partner holding back? And is this why there's a miscommunication and there's a blockage and there's a need to move on forward? There's a great need to move on forward, and we have it over here with the Page of Wands, which is the final message here. And the page is all about how a new beginning can be just so intimidating, but if you inspire that inspiration and that passion, it can just help you to take that very first step. So there is nothing more intimidating than starting something completely new and different. And the Page of Wands knows all about that. This is about kind of being frightened and but not letting that fear stop you from moving on forward onto that new path, okay, that we're talking about over here. So the page, this is also about in need of help, a little bit of guidance along your path, and this is all about taking, okay? It's about representing that eagerness, that enthusiasm. What could you use more of? What do you need to take on that new path, okay? Perhaps it's just time for you to look at the path, and maybe you're going to see, maybe you'll stop due to fear or to hesitation, and I wish you do not. The cards do not seem to say that, but give yourself that boost that you've been waiting for is really what Spirit wants to tell you. The choices are all before you. You can do whatever it is that you want, but if you are willing and you can pass through this salamander and this cat over here and not be afraid and move on forward onto your new path, you will find quite some jewels along your way. So this, my dear friends, does complete your reading. I do hope that you enjoyed. I do hope that this resonated with you. If you have any questions and you would like to contact me, please do so. All of my information is right below into the YouTube description box. If you have not yet subscribed, please do subscribe and have yourself a beautiful day. I thank you for being there, and I will see you tomorrow with new messages. Many blessings to you.